Wednesday, I was like, yeah, you don't know what it's talking about Wednesday, like, but it was in a good place. And that teacher saw, and she was like, Miss Nobles, you handled that, and I don't think that I could have done it that way. And at the moment, I was like, well, truthfully, that wasn't me. Like, it was who was within me. Because the lower me would have been like, who you talking to? What you talking about? Like,
Air grabbing.
Air grabbing. Yeah. But I guess, like, in that moment, like, the God inside of me was like, no, I guess that's not how you go back about that. That's right. And so as I sat there, and when Nasika was talking about energy, and like energy is neither created nor destroyed, it's only transferred. And I'm like, wow, like that's very true. And of course, like I think about it in a scientific way because I studied science.
That's
I'm
right.
like, yeah, like this is science. It's perfect.
Science, come on.
Yeah, I'm like this is perfect. You know, great. Like yeah, it makes sense. But when you actually have to apply what you learned in a book to real life, it's much different, and the experience is very beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So as I sat back there, what stood out to me was page 36, Holy Instructions of Unity.
In my head.
Y'all are demonstrating up in here.
Sure are.
Start from the top, I'm not gonna stop.
Okay.
The gifts of understanding are the treasures of Allah, and He anointed to everyone his portion. And what measure seemeth good unto himself.
That's right.
Hath He endowed thee with wisdom? Hath He enlightened thy mind with the knowledge of truth? Communicated to the ignorant for their instruction, communicated to the wise for their own improvement.
That's right.
True wisdom is less presuming than folly. The wise man doubteth often and changeth his mind. The fool is obstinate and doubteth not, and knoweth all things but his own ignorance. The pride of emptiness is an abomination, and to talk much is the foolishness of folly. Nevertheless, it is the part of wisdom to hear with patience their importance, and to hear.
That's the truth. That's what you did.
And with that, I say
Peace. Praise Allah.
Come on. Come on.
Natural at this.
Come on.
You know.
They've been here before.
That's right. We just have to give the venue and the space.
That's it.
Y'all just come up and do your thing. Praise Allah.
Praise
Allah.
Allah.
So yes, absolutely. You know, those moments, we consider those moments tests, right? It's the test that we go through on a daily basis. And we say that it is an internal battle that cannot be told in words, right? So everything that you experience, we're not going to be able to understand with you explaining it completely, but we can get the gist of what's happening in those moments. I mean, we understand from our own experiences of being tested and trying to figure out, okay, how do I deal with this, especially when there's a lot at stake and when you're in, you know, positions of leadership. So praise Allah for that example. Praise Allah for your triumphant victory in that.
That's right.
You know, every victory.
Added strength.
That's right. And so, what is it? A soldier never knows his strength. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength. So we are trying to develop that strength. We are trying to develop that strength each and every day. And with the More Science Temple of America, we come here to try and, again, just exercise a little bit, remind ourselves of things, then we get back out there and do it again and try to remember the lessons of the Prophet Noble Ali. So, next speaker I'm calling up is going to be Sister Girl.
Come on.
Sister.
Come on.
Sister Little.
That's right. Okay.
Feeling.
Yes, ma'am. If you come on up,
Trust
give her
that
your
feeling.
undivided attention as you have given me. Peace.
Peace.
Islam. I rise. First,
Go ahead.
praise to God, Allah. To my ancestors who have gone on before me and who are currently doing works.
Yes, ma'am.
And to my friends.
Praise Allah.
Praise God.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have no idea what to say. So whatever I say is definitely from the heart.
Let them use you.
But I want to say thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I will start there. I will say that. You all know I was raised in church. Long story. I've said it. Been there, done that. Haven't gone on a consistent basis for probably 2 to 3 years. You know, for whatever reason. But deep down, I was like, okay, I need something I need to be fed.
Yes.
And, at least with the church, I was like, well, at least, they can go in fellowship. They can
That's right.
be around people that are
That's right.
like-minded.
That's right.
That thinks similarly,
Right.
so on and so forth. It's like, I really don't have that.
Yeah.
Now I do.
Praise the Lord.
And, I'm still a baby and I'm learning. I will come, to the meetings. I'm very grateful. I do a lot more listening than talking. I know that's right.
That's true.
But I take it to heart what I'm learning, what you all have taught me, the gifts that you have given me, and I'm just grateful. I do feel that God is Allah. Is always there. He's always with me. I feel with me all the time. I always feel like He has my back.
That's right.
I don't pray to Him as much as I should. I don't meditate as much as I should. But I could be in the car driving. I can be in the classroom, and I just feel like if I can say 2 words to Him, and it's okay.
That's right.
I don't feel deserving. I don't feel like what have I done? I have told Reggie several times, it's not me. Somebody has prayed for me. Somebody's doing something because
You deserve it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You deserve it.
So I'm just very thankful and very grateful. And again, I just like just a baby. I'm learning. But
Babies are pure.
That's right.
I'm right. And perfect.
You knew where I was going.
But in all this, I guess I just want to make sure that I do what it is that I'm here for.
Yeah.
I want to fulfill my purpose. I want to get it right this time.
Get it right.
So, whatever that means, whatever that looks like, it is a journey. It's not always easy.
No, it's not.
There are days that I'm like, OMG.
Yes, ma'am.
This is not going to be a good day. In the classroom, it can start off with one class, your first class, and it can go downhill if you're allowed to do so. I'm a ballet instructor, so on Mondays and Wednesdays when I go to the studio, I don't feel like being there. I don't want to go. I don't want to teach. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm irritated. But once I get in the studio and work with my babies, I'm like, okay. And it's just a reminder that, who am I to hold on to the little that I do have, the little that someone poured in, to me. Who am I to sit on that? It would be very, very selfish.
That's right.
So I know I have a purpose. I know it isn't dance. I know that it has something to do with teaching and something to do with the educational field.
Right.
And there are probably other purposes that I have not realized that I have yet. So
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just hoping that I fulfill those.
You
I
will.
want to say thank you guys because I feel like
Praise
now
God.
I am officially on the right track.
Yes, ma'am.
If nothing else. So with that being said, I have no idea.
That's all
Holy
right.
breath.
That's all right.
Holy breath is
Let's
up in
see.
here. Bunch of truth.
So I think I'm going to read Holy Instructions for Thy Children.
All
That's a
right.
good one. I never read it. That's a good one.
Page 34.
You about to read it for the first time.
Chapter 23. And I was looking at this and, I don't have any children, but I am a child.
Yes,
That's
you are.
right.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
Consider thou art a parent, the importance of thy trust. The being thou hast produced, it is thy duty to support.
Oh,
Mm.
you create a lot of children, don't you? They do it to support it. Come on.
Upon thee also it depended whether the child of thy bosom be a blessing or a curse to thyself, and useful or a worthless member to the community. Prepare him early with instruction and season his mind with the maxims of truth. Watch the bents of his inclinations. Set him right in his youth, and let no evil habit gain strength with his years.
That's right.
So shall he rise like a cedar on the mountains. His head shall be seen above the trees of the forest. A wicked son is a reproach to his father, but he that doth right is an honor to his gray hairs. The soil is thine own. Let it not want to cultivation. The seed which thou sowest, that also shall thou reap.
That's the truth.
Interesting. Teach him obedience, and he shall bless thee. Teach him modesty, and he shall not be ashamed. Teach him gratitude, and he shall receive benefits. Teach him charity, and he shall gain love. Teach him temperance, and he shall have health. Teach him prudence, and fortune shall attend him.
Right.
Teach him justice, and he shall be honored by the world. Teach him sincerity, and his own heart shall not reproach him. Teach him diligence, and his wealth shall increase. Teach him benevolence, and his mind shall be exalted.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Let's make it
Step louder.
Let's
That's the 12-step ladder.
All right.
Teach him science, and his life shall be useful. Teach him religion, and his death shall be happy.
That's right.
Did I say
That's
peace?
right.
Wow.
That's right. That sister was good, wasn't it? That sister was good, wasn't she? You like that, didn't you? Yes, sir. Like that sister. We got a biased member in the audience.
Yes, we do.
Like that sister.
We do. That's all right, though, because we show love. We show love
Sure do.
to our partners. Absolutely. Praise Allah. Miss Little. You always say that I'm a baby here, I'm a baby there. You know what, though? Like we already said, babies are pure.
Sure
And they are perfect.
are. They sure are.
And so when you walk in with that purity, it paves the way to love.
Woo, come
So
on.
that is what you just
Come on.
demonstrated.
Come on.
And everything that you said, I mean, you cannot plan this any better.
No, ma'am.
What you spoke about, right on, resonated. It was on point.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think we could get any better. And when you spoke originally about, needing that fellowship, needing other like-minded people, praise Allah for that, because that is so true. I remember, Brother Arwed Bay saying, why don't you invite Abigail? I'm like, no, I'm not sure, I can't really, I feel like, I remember, like me feeling like you were adamant about your relationship with God. And I didn't know, it can be kind of, it's a delicate balance and negotiation to figure out when talking about religion, and inviting people and disrupting a friendship over, if we see eye to eye on religious matters. But, I think there was just one time that, I don't know, either I asked you or you came and it was like, okay, so she is interested in this. So praise Allah to see you, in my mind, to go from there to here, where you were demonstrating in the Morristown Federal of America.
Big time.
My goodness.
Big time.
Praise Allah for that. Praise Allah. And that's a lesson for me as well, just to, put it out there. And if you're interested in it or not, so be it, right? I think, just finding the right tone to strike with this whole process of recruiting and talking to people about the Morristown Temple of America is a process for all of us. And I praise Allah for the guidance that we've been given and the courage that, we're walking with to do this whole process. So praise Allah, and thank you for your demonstration, because, getting the ethers high, getting welling up into tears and everything. So praise Allah for that.
My eye all there.
Thank you. It got so bad. Okay, that's good. All right. Praise Allah. Okay, I think I'm going to call one more speaker from the body over here, and he actually